So today we're going to be working on creating this sort of abstract pattern that you can see right here. So the first thing we're going to do is start on a new page, and each of you should have this piece of illustration board. It's just a rectangular size. It's 4 by 5 on your desks. So you're going to place it on your sketchbook and you are going to outline it all around just to create that first initial shape. The second thing we're going to do once we have that set up is that we will start creating random abstract lines. So all of these lines do not have to have a specific meaning. They can be curved, they can be straight. Just work on creating some different sections within that rectangle. Once you're happy with however many sections you have created, we are going to start adding in our gradients. So we will use each of the techniques that we have worked on in the past few weeks, and we will fill out each of the sections. We can repeat the same techniques multiple times. We can use whichever pencils we want to use. Just make sure that you have each technique at least once in this abstract pattern. So just start by grabbing your pencil, and we are going to start filling in our first area. So as you can see, I'm starting with the scribbling pattern. So I just start creating a very close-knit scribble design, and then my scribbles are going to spread apart a little bit more to create that sort of gradient. For my next section, I decided to use the hatching pattern. So as you can see, I just started drawing lines in the next section closer together to get that dark, and then spreading them further apart to create that gradient as well in this one. And you could have picked to do anything else in this one. You can pick your own. Just make sure you have each of the techniques at least once. So for each of these, you should definitely at least have the scribbling, dotting, so stippling, hatching, which is the line, cross hatching, which is lines going the opposite way, a gradient, and that's about it. So just make sure you keep working until you've filled out all of this rectangle with different patterns, different designs. And then what you're going to do is take a photograph of it and submit it on Canvas. And I will show you how the final result should look like. But make sure you have each of the patterns and make sure that you create gradients with them. So just not a very flat surface. You need to change the value of it within that section. And make sure you try your best to stay within those lines of those sections and within the lines of the rectangle. And in this video, I will show you how to fill out about half of this rectangle, but make sure you finish it all up. A quick suggestion is when you decide to do the stippling, you should probably do it on a smaller section, just so you do not spend about an hour working on the dotting.